What's up? What's up? Smackdown, Smackdown, Smackdown. What do I got to say about this show? Who is the guy that Daniel Bryan brought this week to say that tried to kill Roman Reigns, huh? Who is the culprit? Who is the guy that he's looking for, huh? Because he's done this extensive investigation. And what do we find out tonight from this, huh? Who do we find out? Adding that to more King of the Ring matches going on. What does it say about SmackDown going on tonight? With some good things happening, though. Some good, some very confusing, some I still have a bigger idea. I'm not sure if it'll work in that, but there is some things I will say that was interesting on SmackDown. I don't know how far it's going to go, but we'll see what we can get. Because where was this? Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we kicked it off with Randy Orton. Which, by the way, the commentary team was also on the change, too. David Otunga was on commentary replacing Corey Graves. It's not much of an upgrade, to be honest. But, hey, he's out there. He's kind of hard to listen to. But pretty much Randy Orton did come out. He talked about what he did last night to Kofi Kingston. And pretty much the New Day. And then, unlike Kofi Kingston, he's not a liar. Orton pretty much saying that Kingston, he ran from a fight at SummerSlam in front of his wife and children. And you know what? That's just stupid, which the fans boo. By the way, Orton was more faster in his promo, by the way, too. Like, he was on this time. He wasn't, kind of off a monotone, which Orton cuts a good promo anyways. But this one looked like he was on. He was definitely on this time. As he told fans to shut up, pretty much, he said that Kingston had the opportunity to prove himself last week, and he took two RKOs because he is stupid. Orton pretty much said that with some help from the Revival, we took out Xavier Woods last night on Raw, and he made Kingston watch all of it because he is stupid, okay? Because it only takes one RK before he can even finish it to go down. Pretty much the New Day's music hit. Orton pretty much he told Kingston to come on in. Woods was out, by the way, too, which the commentary team said, so he was not here tonight. I don't know where Big E was also, but Kofi pretty much came from behind with a Trouble in Paradise then. People chanting for Kofi. Kofi had grabbed a chair, which he could not get it on Orton's leg. He kind of messed up doing that. It took him a minute. I don't know why, but I think he had the chair backwards until he figured it out. But it took forever for him to get it on there, and then he was going to do the same thing they did to Woods last night on Raw. But pretty much the Revival came out then. Kofi took out the Revival with the chair as Orton pretty much got out of there at that point. So Kofi, I know some people saying that he was showing an edge out there, especially after what they did to the New Day yesterday. He was trying to get some payback, showing some good firing, like the fans were behind him. I know people not with this whole, and I've seen it, they said, he's trying to be a badass, but Kofi's not really a badass, but at least he's showing something out there. I enjoyed the Orton promo. It looked like I said, it was more, he was on. He looked more intense, and he was on this one. So I thought this was a good thing to start off the show. Like I said, I was surprised Big E wasn't out there with him since they said Woods was out, but Kofi getting something on Orton tonight. Pretty much then also Almas and Vega came out for the first qualifying rounds for the King of the Ring tournament against Apollo Crews. Pretty much then they went to Shane McMahon. He was pretty much shining his new TV, it looked like. As Kevin Owens came in, Owens was one who's trying to focus on the King of the Ring tournament. He didn't want to make things worse, but Shane said, he said Owens, you can see that he's bothered. Owens pretty much talked about the whole $100,000 thing that being fined for. It may not mean nothing to you, but that money means a lot to me. Pay a mortgage, medicine, I guess, college bill or whatever. That the $100,000, he doesn't have it like that. It's Shane McMahon, and he says, you're a father too. You're a good father and everything, and you can relate. We both got kids and everything. And he asked if he could reconsider. Shane pretty much said, thought about it. Said, you know what, I'll take it under consideration. So we've seen people get fined for money all the time in these crazy amounts. We're fining this person $50,000 and $100,000 we see on TV, but at least I guess they're trying to make something from it. Like Owens is taking it seriously. Like, hey, I can't afford this. Okay, I need that money to take care of my family, so I kind of need that $100,000. All right, I just can't throw out $100,000 like that. So at least they're trying to make it seem serious. It looks like I've just heard this thing for years that just kind of passes along when he says, "Hey, you did this to this person, you hit an official, I'm fining you $600,000," and somehow they just pay it off like that, like it's nothing, and we don't really hear from it again. But that's what they usually do when it says, "Hey, I'm fining you $250,000. You're out. You're out for a while and weeks pay suspension." So I guess they're trying to do something with this. But pretty much then, right after that, they talked about, well, I said this yesterday in my review of Raw, but I guess it was officially announced this morning that NXT will be on USA Network next month, 2-hour show in September. So yeah, we like I said, we all knew this was coming anyway. So like I said yesterday, that there are positives and negatives to this. To what I've seen, it's been more of a negative reception because people do not want NXT on USA, and they like it for only 1 hour, and it's on the network. But with, like I said, the rumors of Vince McMahon being involved, people think NXT is already going to lose it as it is already. And I've seen a lot from it. It's supposed to be replays on the network, so at least people will be able to see it from there. Because I think there was a lot of questioning. If you're going to show it live on TV now every Wednesday, I guess from Full Sail still, will this be on the network? But it will be on demand right after the show, it looks like, to what I've read today. So, like I said, there's a lot of people that want, like I said, NXT to succeed. But we know what this move is for NXT being on Wednesdays, as I explained yesterday. This is obvious way to pretty much get on TV before AEW. And, I've heard the Young Bucks and, I think Cody responded too, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm sorry, not Cody, but Chris Jericho responded. I've read that today, what he said on Twitter. So, the Bucks said they're not scared and everything. So, I know it's not official yet, and we know it's coming, but the Wednesday Night War is about to begin. This ain't the Monday Night War with, Raw or WCW Nitro back then. I know Impact tried it years ago back in 2010, trying to go head-to-head with Raw. But now it looks like we have a new war, it looks like. AEW versus NXT. I know NXT will get the jump off first in September. In September and everything, when they move to TV and stuff, being a 2-hour show. Can this work? I don't know, but this is now a competition. And don't get me wrong, AEW has taken shots at several times to WWE, and Triple H, you want to go with Cody's reason we've seen before, but I guess the war is now about to begin. I'm just gonna go on from that. What will happen? I don't know, but I wouldn't say it officially starts until both of them are on TV. I know, like I said before, NXT is going to come first in September, and then AEW October 2nd on Wednesdays. All I know is this. There's going to be a lot of flipping channels and flipping shows now, it looks like. Who's going to come out on top? I don't know, but let the games begin, I should say. But pretty much then, Apollo Crews going against Andrade Cien Almas. Good match. Real good match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I thought Crews and Almas did good. We've seen these two face before, even though they felt like minute matches, but this was actually a full-fledged match. Vega got involved at one point, which pretty much, Almas did that spinning back elbow he does, did a hammerlock DDT, so I'm not really surprised when Almas won. I know people are really saying that Almas is going to win the whole thing. Could be, if I'm not mistaken. I still think somebody from Raw may win it, it looks like, but I wouldn't mind if Almas did win the tournament, though, to be honest. But some people are already saying, oh, Corbin's going to win, or some people are betting on McIntyre right now. But, hey, watch out for Almas there, people. So he could win it, so he's on his way. But I did enjoy that first-round match. Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan had someone in a black hood inside him in a room pretty much saying, like, we're going to show the world who you are, okay? And pretty much, you're going to be very sorry when Roman Reigns shows up. We're going to show that you are the guy that did this. Elias was playing his guitar backstage. He was walking by until he saw a guy with a hat and jacket on. Pretty much says, come here. And pretty much was a referee, and he said, where is he? He pointed to a crate, and next thing you know, Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud was in there, as he thought he was going to try to attack Elias, but Elias grabbed him, and he told him to read this, saying that Shane McMahon is called off the 24/7 title. We all know Elias is the 24/7 champion, but the rules are not going to be applied tonight, okay? So he could focus on his King of the Ring title, his King of the Ring match. Pretty much, Elias said, good. Now, pretty much he put him back into the crate and shoved it down. So no 24/7 shenanigans tonight, as pretty much Spud got out of there and says, I just wanted to consummate it with his marriage. In other words, he did not bang his wife yet. There you go. Moment of piss or moment of crap with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, which they brought Charlotte out there. She requested me on this show. Charlotte looked at the King of the Ring throne, saying that, this chair's a little bit, that chair over there is a little bit more my style, okay? As Bliss talked about the torch being passed with her beating Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. Charlotte pretty much said that the torch, she is the queen of all eras pretty much, and that some people say that Bliss said that Bayley is the face of this brand because she's the champion, but Charlotte pretty much says that, hey, I'm the one that's out here doing all the media things and doing all the red carpets and stuff. I'm the face of Smackdown division, and that women's title is an afterthought right now. That's why when I win it back, she says it'll become a thing again. Bayley pretty much came out and pretty much told Charlotte, excuses and stuff. Bayley says, I'm the champion that eats you up inside. But Charlotte pretty much said that, listen, nobody didn't care for your match at SummerSlam, which is honestly kind of true looking back at that crowd. They only cared more for her versus Trish and everything, and I'm coming back for that title, okay? Bayley pretty much says, it's a challenge you want, then it's going to be, she pretty much pushed Charlotte to the ground while she was on a chair, as she pretty much laughed for going backstage. So we are seeing Charlotte versus Bayley again. We have seen this before, yes, but looking at it right now, I don't think it's a lot of momentum, but it is going to be a Clash of Champions since Charlotte's going to face her there. So will Charlotte become a 10-time champion? I would be surprised because, to be honest, I don't think Bayley's have a lot of momentum on right now. And it was one thing that interests me. I've heard this for a week now or two. I didn't really want to, get into it because I just heard it on Twitter. And, I heard this on Twitter. And, like I said, I heard this last week. People talking about Charlotte's appearance. And my friend brought this up to me tonight on Snapchat. Said that this Charlotte looked different, some with, her face or something. I know she got rid of that mole that used to kind of was near her chin, but I wasn't paying attention. Just gotta look kind of close. I'm like, Charlotte looks really different for some reason. I don't know what it was, but something was really different. It was almost like, I don't know, her face was really still. She talks, but it's almost like it was no emotion almost or something like that. Like I said, somebody told me she just had more work done, which I'm kind of believing that now because something did look different. I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it, but it was something about her face that was very, very different, though, other than the mole being gone and stuff. I usually don't pay attention to it, but I've kind of heard this now for almost the past week or two, to be honest. I've kind of heard this for a while, so I don't know, just kind of seeing it now. Now I guess I'm starting to notice a little bit more. I didn't really care until somebody actually brought it up, and I said, you know what? Charlotte does look different, so I don't know, something different about it. But the whole Charlotte versus Bayley feud again, I don't know. Okay, we've seen this before, but I just feel like in some sort of way they're gonna put the belt back on Charlotte because 10-time champion. That's why. Buddy Murphy was getting ready for his match tonight till Roman Reigns came in. Roman wants to know if Buddy was lying to him about Bryan and Rowan. Murphy said he was pretty sure it was Rowan. That's what we saw. But Reigns says, I need you to be sure. Murphy said, I'm just trying to help, all right? But Roman pretty much says, if I catch you lying, I'm going to come back in with your ass again. So people continue to push Buddy Murphy around in the back, but the guy's still having good matches. But pretty much then, Daniel Bryan didn't win against Buddy Murphy, which I know a lot of people say didn't have that much of a reaction first. Bryan pretty much had the microphone and told Murphy that he thinks that he saw Rowan do this attack, but Bryan said that Murphy is a liar, and he vowed to say that he is going to reveal the real culprit and that Rowan is innocent. As for this match, this was good. This was almost as great as last week, almost. And there was a lot of good things about this match. Number one, I thought they went in out there. Murphy hits a very great V trigger. I will say that. Good Kamigoye hit on Bryan there also. Ow. Sorry, some dental work done. I had a little pain. I gotta take some more pills, but excuse me. But yeah, pretty much though. As for this match, like I said, good Kamigoye out there and everything. But other than that knee, like I said, that knee and everything, it ended up kind of getting near the end because Rowan had climbed up to the ring to distract Murphy. Bryan charged in, pretty much taking down Rowan. Murphy hit a super kick on him then. As he hit a super kick and it took out Rowan as Bryan dodged again. Bryan tried to take him out with another kick, but it did not work. Murphy pretty much hit him with another big V trigger high knee, and it hit Murphy's Law for the win. So I was very shocked, but this is a good move. It does further this whole storyline. It elevates Murphy, and you put him over clean. Bryan put him over. The veteran put over the young guy. So that was a good move on this. So another great match for Murphy this week. So that's 2 weeks in a row. One against Roman and another one against Daniel Bryan this week. And the crowd got into it later on. They weren't with it at first, but as this match went on, people were more excited to see it, and they were on Murphy's side. So yeah, good for him out there. So at least fans are getting behind him, and he had a good reaction out there too. Pretty much then they were about to interview Murphy, but next Bryan and Rowan ended up attacking him. Bryan pretty much says, "You're a liar, you're a cowardly liar," and everything. Rowan pretty much threw him all over the place, so he did that claw slam onto a crate then, as Bryan kept calling him a liar and a coward and stuff. The Revival, who came back out to the ring, who were all bandaged up after being beat up by Kofi earlier, pretty much says, "You fans cheer for what happened, but there's a reason why Big E's not man enough to face us and Woods, that they're hurt in that Clash of Champions. They want to take the tag titles from them." But as they talked, Heavy Machinery, which I swear I haven't seen them in a while now, we're back on TV, going against the Revival, who I actually thought they were going to win since the Revival was hurt, but that did not happen. Pretty much as they went for the compactor, Dawson had broke it up. Tucker had jumped pretty much onto Dawson, but Wilder had pretty much rolled him up since Dawson was not the legal man. So the Revival did end up winning, hitting a roll up on what's his name there? Not Dawson. Yeah, I think it was Tucker. They pinned Tucker. So Heavy Machinery though, I kind of figured I actually thought they were gonna win since the Revival was hurt, but they got to build up the Revival one way or another, and they got them in line with Orton right now. So they're trying to do what they can to get this over and stuff, but really get it over and stuff. But Heavy Machinery, like I said, it's been a while since we really seen these guys on TV, so at least it was nice to see them back doing something again. Chad Gable, who just looks completely different now. I did not know who he was. Pretty much talked about being an underdog. Gable pretty much talked about he's been an underdog his whole life. That his first wrestling coach said was stupid. He should find out a sport. As he is doing this promo, you could see Shelton Benjamin in the background pretty much have a sign saying, "You must be this tall to enter this room." And he's like, it's like one of those things where one guy's talking in front and other guy's just kind of sneaking around and stuff, like tiptoeing and hiding. It's like he's pulling an elaborate prank, or like he's trying to be some sneak artist or something like that. But like I say, he's trying to be a sneak artist and everything, and excuse me, a sneak artist and everything, and pretty much he put the sign on and he tiptoed away. And as Gable's talking about, oh, they said I wasn't good for the Olympic team and stuff. When he turned right back around, as he looked at the sign, and it was very tall, and he just kind of looked unamused and said very funny and walked off. Personally, I kind of thought this was funny. I don't know why we keep doing these short jokes against Chad Gable. I thought this guy was on 205 last time I checked, but I guess he's not a gas station attendant right now. I did kind of like Sheldon Benjamin sneaking around, but this match right here, one of these guys have got to win, to be honest. You forget these two were a tag team before that, if you don't remember. So, Gable and Benjamin were a tag team, but both of these guys have not literally been on TV doing nothing, okay? These guys have literally done nothing in a very long time here. So, at least they're getting something out of this. I don't know who's going over, but it's like you just took two guys that got nothing going on, and I guess we got to make something good out of it. Miz TV happened, which I feel like I see Miz TV every week now. His guest was Sami Zayn, two wild guys, wildcard people on Smackdown. And he wants to know why Sami Zayn was here. Sami Zayn pretty much said, I don't care about this show, but I need the television time to get things off my chest. Miz pretty much said, yeah, you have a lot of time, like staring up the lights lately, you know, losing and stuff. And Zayn knows he's been losing matches for months, but he had an epiphany. He said that he ended up in a trap people like Miz does, and these Parasite fans caught up to him, and some with the lights up, like with the lights up and everything, or lights off. But Zayn pretty much says he got caught up in a trap of greed, and how he's gonna have a path of redemption through altruism. Zayn pretty much said that's, you know, some people on SmackDown need his help. As Miz said, like who? He said they'll be ready when they want to come out. Intercontinental Champion, which I guess they remember there is an Intercontinental Champion. Shinsuke Nakamura came out, who still exists. Why is he out here? I don't know. At least we do remember that both of these two faced each other when Nakamura debuted in NXT 3-4 years ago and had one of the matches of the year in 2016, if you remember that. That was really great times at the time for both of those guys, but pretty much it was kind of odd why would these guys two strike a deal. Miz pretty much asked Nakamura, why would you associate yourself with Zayn? Sami pretty much says that you want the language you speak, you're not gonna get it. That Nakamura is Japanese and he is an artist and a poet. Last time I did check, Nakamura can speak English. It's not the best English, but he can speak English though. I don't know why all of a sudden now he cannot speak English, and now Sami Zayn is now his manager, I guess, or talking for him. I don't know. But he kept saying that we're both artists and poets and stuff, and that Nakamura, we understand each other, and that no longer we're, Nakamura will no longer put up with being unable to express himself. Miz said, why are you really doing this, huh? Pretty much Nakamura put his hand up, so I guess he was not going to talk. You talk to Zayn, you don't talk to me, so you talk to him. Pretty much that, he could express himself in a language that you cannot understand. Nakamura ended up kicking Miz in the back of the head, and Nakamura kept kicking the crap out of him and hit him with a Kinshasa to the back of the head. Then, pretty much as him and Sami Zayn stood tall. Listen, this feels like you're just throwing two guys together because you got nothing going on for them. Nakamura, you forget the guy is even Intercontinental Champion. I don't know what happened to the Batman there, Mustafa Ali, but last time I checked, wasn't he going after the Intercontinental title? So it looked like that just kind of dropped and disappeared from everybody's minds now. So they dropped that idea. Sami Zayn, who just loses matches. Who is this benefiting? Zayn or Nakamura? Like, is he going to be his manager now? I don't know. I want to say wait and see for this, but I don't see this turning out well. And going against Miz doesn't really bring a lot of credibility itself. It's Miz. What has this guy really been doing? And other than being on doing Miz TV shows every week, and now I wonder, how did this guy even get in the King of the Ring tournament, to be honest? But hey, let's not put the Intercontinental Champion in there, but let's put Miz in there, who's got nothing going on. But then again, you forget he's an Intercontinental Champion because he's not even on TV. So I don't really understand this pairing. It's very strange. I don't know if it can go out well, or you think it'll be positive. You think it's going to go out well, but I don't really know what to take from this thing, okay? Now, all of a sudden, Nakamura cannot speak English now, and Sami Zayn is going to be an interpreter, artist, and poet now. So, yeah, going against Miz, I can't really take this kind of group or team seriously, especially if it's against Miz, because it's Miz, so I don't know what to take from this in this pairing. So, I guess wait and see, but I don't know. Something about it is just, it feels very thrown together that you just had nothing for these guys to do. So, hey, we still got Intercontinental Champion. Let's throw in with Sami Zayn since the guy loses on TV every week. Will this go out somewhat well? I have no freaking clue. Bryan Roman checking on that guy in the seat pretty much says Roman Reigns going to find exactly who it is. Kevin Owens was back at Shane McMahon's office, as Shane says, you can't put your hands on WWE officials, and you haven't apologized for that yet. Owens did apologize, though, and he was thinking about the whole fine thing, and he said if Owens puts his hands official again, you're going to be fired. So he'll lift the fine, but you do this again, you're done. And he said, we clear? And they said they were all clear. Owens tried to shake his hand, but Shane says, I'm not there yet, pretty much. Next thing, King Ring qualifying match, Elias, who had new theme music, which just, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good for it. I liked his old music better. Had a nice beat to it, but he went against Kevin Owens, and as his match kind of went on, Shane McMahon's music hit. He ended up sitting ringside. I did kind of like when Elias had an electric chair, just spun him and Owens to a power bomb. Pretty much Owens threw Elias to the outside of the ring. He did a senton, which with his knees up. Elias ran into him. Owens pulled the rope down. Owens, who pretty much hit a cannonball on Elias then, and stuff. He was pretty much he banged the steel steps in, but Shane pretty much told Owens to stop for a minute as Shane took off his jacket and his shirt, which he had his own custom referee shirt on then. And as Owens started arguing with him, Elias pretty much did what he tried to attack Owens from behind. Did not work. Owens went for the stunner, but Elias had tried to push him into Shane, which Owens couldn't touch Shane, so he really can't hit him. But Elias rolled him up and pretty much a quick 3 count for the win. But wait, there's more after that, since Elias moves on to King of the Ring tournament past Kevin Owens now. We then went to Roman Reigns going to Dan Bryan's locker room, saying Bryan said I had to go to extreme lengths to prove that Rowan was not guilty and he should be exonerated from this bullcrap case here, which he pulled the hood over it. It looked like a doppelganger or probably an older version of Eric Rowan, which I'm sure everybody looked confused, so you just got a guy that looked like Rowan just to say, like, hey, it wasn't Rowan that did it. It was this guy that looks like Rowan that did it. So he did do it officially, but it was him, not Rowan. It was this doppelganger, this clone, this fake, this someone I don't think anybody expected to see from this, to be honest. Did I expect a swerve from this tonight? Maybe. I would thought it would have been someone kind of shocking. Some people are already saying Luke Harper, but they won't even let this guy out of his contract right now. And, hey, let's sign up for another 6 months to keep paying him and just sit around and do nothing. I actually thought it was going to be Luke Harper last week, but I kind of figured it wouldn't be, knowing this company. For a second, I was going to be funny, and, I thought, what if you just pulled the hood off and it would have been Vince McMahon, and it says, it's me, Roman, it was me all along, Roman, oh, son of a bitch, god damn, I can't believe it. Just have Jim Ross say that then, but I know that wasn't going to happen. I almost thought it was going to be, it should have been me, Dolph Ziggler, or maybe, no, it could be Aleister Black. He's sitting in a dark room right now, waiting for someone to come knock on his door. I would have said Matt Hardy, but that would have been too comical, and he would have been trying to delete somebody then, or last time I checked, he was still doing deletion or being big money man. I don't know what Matt Hardy does today, but at least that would have been different. But I would have said that, but I don't know. I just kind of thought it would have been different. So I guess now clone. I'm sure everybody's still saying we all know it's going to be Bryan and Rowan to begin with. But hey, I'm sure everybody just sat there looking confused. Like, who is this older version or clone or alternate universe? Earth 616 if you want to go comics or everything, or parallel universe or bizarro world or whatever you want to come up with watching this video, or whatever type of alternate timeline this is. But hey, there you go, folks, okay? Excuse me. But yeah, there you go on that. But, I will say about the main event, though. The match was kind of whatever with Owens and Elias. Shane, the feud continues with them. So, yeah, Shane and Owens continue the thing, and Elias moves on into the next round of the tournament. So there will be more from that next week. But other than that, I am done with this review of Smackdown. Tell me what you thought about it. I think it was a bad show. I enjoyed the Bryan and Rowan match. I did enjoy the Almas and Cruz match too. I'm very still finding strange wherever this Nakamura and Sami Zayn thing is going, so it's just kind of strange to me right now. I still think, this whole mystery man that Bryan bought, I don't know, man. I'm trying to determine. I'm not saying I'm 50-50 on it, but it was in a way it was like, who is this guy? Seriously, or maybe this is the swerve. I don't know. I would expect a bigger swerve though, to be honest, but I don't know. Charlotte promo was kind of whatever. I'm not sure about this whole. This is just another match with Bayley again, so that continues. The Orton promo I did enjoy though. I thought that was good with Kofi in the beginning, so I didn't really think that was kind of bad. And again, they beat the Revival and somebody beat Heavy Machinery, but hey, there you go on that. But other than that, SmackDown, I didn't think it was bad tonight. So, wasn't a bad show. They had a couple good things going on here and there. But we'll see from this. So, tell me what you thought about this show. And tell me what you thought about the official announcement of NXT moving to USA Network next month, being for 2 hours. Will this fail? Or what do you think this is going to be good? Or, of course, what do you think about this pretty much now being, I should say now, the new Wednesday Night War of NXT and AEW coming in the future? Tell me what you think about that also. But other than that, I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about SmackDown tonight. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. So you know it's me, the HWD, coming with the news and reviews. You know what I am. You know what I do. Here it is. It's going down. And I am now done with this review of SmackDown. See you guys later. Peace out.